Combo try. Period.
モダンで固定できんのかな。
Combo try. Period. A new challenger.
飛行機。
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
はい、やばい。
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player one has the life lead. What are they thinking here? Lots of aggression from both sides. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Alright, what's coming up next? Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Still scrapping for control of the space. Big blow. A quick breather. There's a spark rising tackle. Throws a fireball. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Player 2 holding on to that corner is burnout, but they may have a plan here. Oh, the throw connects. What's next? What'll be the plan here? Closes in. Player 2 wins it all. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Warming up. Play again, please.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? The grab misses. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Still slugging it out. What are they thinking here? Combo with the target combo. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Let's hit them for the stun. This might be over right here. Heading into the end game now. It's getting KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Combo with the target combo. Scrapping it out up close. Fires a power wave! How will they manage their drive gauges? Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. The no-fly zone. Here comes the corner pressure. Drops them. They're trading attacks. Life lead is there, but still it closes in. Player one
Diamond.
brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Impact's a no-go. Big counter. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Still slugging it out here. Goes for an overhead. Projectile to try and change the situation. Throws them to negate the block. Player one creates a good hold your breath.
うまい
Were they baiting them
さ
into
すが
that?
ダイヤモンド
In a dire situation. What a finish. Great lead in the life gauge.
いやー、ヒーツリアリ
Player
ダイヤモン
two
ド
on
ダイ
the
ヤモ
board
ンド
first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Raises with power wave. Good job as drive rush to keep it going. A quick breather. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Grabs and throws them away. Still slugging it out as they're experiencing burnout. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player two can't afford mistakes without that. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Drops them hard. Player two is in a very good spot. He's gonna kill. No doubt about it. Flatline zone.
You're good. I'll give you that. Fight round. Fight.
It has a bit of OD spice there. This is it. Crowns him from above. Oh, combo. Let's go. Nails it. Player two has the super gauge advantage. Baits out the low kick. Only the best players can come back from this. Amazing flatline zone.
Fuck.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters.
Anyway,
They put on a real clinic for us.
Check that combo.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Good anti. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? This is the range where things get messy. And KO. Player
Yeah,
two
he's
sets the
really
tone with that
new
win.
challenger.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round two.
Fires a power wave! Going on the offensive? Raises with power wave! Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going in. Impact finish! It was more than enough.
Terry.
Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Oh. And so check.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Misfire with the drive impact. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Trips him up. Still slugging it out here. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Sticks the jump in. Sticks the combo. Life lead opens up. KO.
No.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checking their reactions with a fireball? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? What'll happen here? Player 1 will look to take a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Knock out.
What you say?
Get in there!
Yokoso!
We're
I know you can't hide.
tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out
Yokoso
the
is
win?
my...
Checking their reactions with a fireball. Solid anti-air. Fires a power wave. Checks with them, charges forward. Nothing stops this train.
Because I am Isaac.
Dragon Lash.
Yeah, you say so fast.
The Jinrai. The low. Power wave. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. This can lead to some big damage. Players burn out, but they may have a plan here. They're in range. We crown them from above. Anti-air in the clutch. This is gonna Ooh, take a seat. Answers with love.
Oh!
Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win.
You are not the Aizen. I am Aizen.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Excellent block. Jumps. I can't keep track of these corner switches. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. What's the play here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. They block the overhead and turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to hit. Not so fast.
Oh!
Can't afford
I did
mistakes
not
without
jump.
that drive gauge. Snipes them out the air. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Checks them with the projectile. They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. This fight is just underway. What kind of... They were right to be on Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Goes for the jump in. Fires a power wave. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Brushes that off and keeps going. In dire straits with burnout. A quick breather. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Hopes with a medium kick. The dome. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Raises with power wave. Experiencing burnout. Uses their drive gauge. Player 2, they're going Excellent read. What now? How did they read that throw? Sets up with the jump in. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. The drive gauge is burn out, but they may have a plan here. Can they use their resources wisely to pick up the drive? Impact doesn't work. Dangerous range here. 20 seconds left on the clock. Feel that? What a finish!
Okay.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in. Knocks them out of the air. The overhead's good. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Player 2. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player 1 has a solid anti-air. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. They're burned out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 is in first. Drops that off.
No!
Super art to show up what a PhD in fighting can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Up to spin the meter of the super. Okay, here we... How did they read that throw? Player 2 is in a very good spot.
No!
What now? Medium kick.
No!
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good.
Can I put it at carry?
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sets up with the jump in. Raises with power wing. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player, hold your breath. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Nails the timing and stings them, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Taking stock. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Takes a trip. That drive impact is blocked.
I missed it.
Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the hits him for the stun? This might be over right here. Fires a power wave! Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? The pressure is so intense here. Time's the only thing moving here. Raises with power wave! Anything could happen here. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Oh god, this is tense. KO! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Fires a power wave! What solid throw tech. Cracks the dome! Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Brushes that off and keeps going. Knockout and... Chin-right kick for a mix-up. Uses the target combo with the super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2, burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive here. This is a very precarious... Perfect execution with the anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Are we gonna see a comeback? KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
I lost my mentally. By my mentally. I have to train mental training.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Shows the overhead. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Neither of them willing to back off. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Solid combo. Will that drive impact get punished? Very solid corner switch. Checks with a medium kick. One combo can end this round right now. Good job blocking the jump in. Which KO.
Okay.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Just out of range for that throw. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Jumps up, knockdown, and raises with power wave. From low heavy to blocks the old, brushes that off, and keeps going.
Oh,
Both burnout activates. Oh, looking to impress.
Wow.
Time to take a ride with this one. Massive damage incoming. Player 2 has an empty drive gate. This is a very burnout triggered. Oh god, this is tense. Drops him hard. Sets up with the jump in. Power win. Closes it out.
かっこいい
Player
Hey,
1
it's cool.
beats the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Taps the dome. Fires a power wave. Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Lots of aggression from both sides. Opts for the throw. Trips him up. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Player 1 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. They trade hits, and now, and that attack
かっ
ends.
こいい
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. The hit lands and they're gonna get a bonus.
No!
Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Knockdown and max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the charges forward. Fires a power wave. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Double knee press. KO.
No!
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Adds a bit of OD spice. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Throws him. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner lead. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. They're in range. We gonna see a jump-in? A dash? Solid anti-air. Pokes with a kick. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player 1 is all the throw connects. Amazing anti-air in the clutch. Grabs them. Taking forward rush. The throw doesn't connect. Drops them. Both sides get distantly to the flatline. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The low heavy is denied. Raises with power wave. Going on the offensive. Fireball from very long. What's next? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Big low reaching heavy. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Can't tech the throw? All right, what's coming up next? Life picks up the win with a projectile. Good read. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Throws them. What's next? Opts for Shadow Run. Shuts that down with a parry. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gulp springs forward with the drive rush.
Oh,
Jumps? They're going for the super art? It's a good spot to use the super. Cycle Punisher hits them.
what?
Here comes the corner pressure. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive through. And
No.
there's a flatline zone.
No!
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Uses their drive gauge. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Connects with medium kick. Hits them with a stop and block. This is a tough situation to be. Burnout triggered. Player 1 will have to deal with this. Oh, yo! Rock super hit! What's next? This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Drive rush. The low. Player 1 is in a very good spot and eats it. Noticeable life lead is a comeback so far. Adds a bit of OD spice. Oh, ransom!
What the?
Take a seat. Turns out.
What the? No!
Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Oh, Teddy, Teddy.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight.
Time for a beatdown. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Low kicks are a no-go. Gets a good read on their opponent. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. What's the play here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. All right, what's coming up next?
Ow!
Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Fires a power wave! What'll happen here? Neither fighter can use their drive move. The projectile connects. Not
Okay.
giving the opponent any chances.
Round
Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Spending that drive gauge. Decides to meet them in the air. Raises with power wave. Risky up-close scrap still going. They were right to be on guard there. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Super on depth for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Gets the jump in. Hits them with a stopping block. Oh, burnout triggered. Life lead. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? One player is in burnout state. Solid anti-air. Player 1 can't let this simmer. It sets up flatline. This is the final round.
Good to
Expect to
battle.
see some fireworks. Open anti-air in the clutch. Jump knocked them out of the air. Power wave. See it carry. What are they gonna do? Tap them on the dome. Fight back with authority. Both sides getting ready. Their drive gauges aren't full. This means less resources to use, but drops hard. Player 2 is in whips. They're wide open. There's a burnout. What now? Player 1 can't want to read with that anti-air. Player 2
I
shows
could've
they're
kept the
truly
read.
the best of the best. It's a mirror match. There's
Takenoko.
gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Come on, get ready. Time for a beatdown. Round 1. Fight.
Alright, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Player 1 has the light lead. There's a corner. Drive gauge is at the limit for both fighters. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Takes a trip. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off. It's turned into a driveless fight. How will they play it? This is a critical point of the round where they just need to tag them and takes the dump. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Turn up charges forward. That drive impact doesn't get through. Raises with power weight. Still scrapping for control of this game. Hits him with a stop and block.
No!
Going in. The impact doesn't do anything. Drops them from the air. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Crowns them from above. The drive impact doesn't work. That throw's gonna take up a chunk of damage. Big drive gap now. Getting up close and personal. Power away! Pumps the brakes on the impact. A fireball at that
Okay.
range. Player 1 comes away with the win.
It's very fun match.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. They were right to be on guard there. Fires a power wave. Impact's a no-go. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Player 1 creates KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Fires a power wave! Going on the offensive? Brushes that off and keeps going. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive. It's a good spot to use the super. Going in. Jumps in, crowns him from above. Raises with power wave. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, uses their drive. What a finish. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
A new challenger.
Gopi is also
This
popular.
isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Still slugging it out here. Knockdown. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. They hit each other. The throw misses. Connects with medium kick. Burnout activates. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use? Nice counter. Fires a power wave. them away. Not much life difference. Still scrapping for control of the space. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How do you put Super Art? Oh, for power game! Look at this, what a finish!
かっこいい So cool.
Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will we see our fighters fill each other out, or just let it fly in this opening round? Sticks the jump in. Lots of aggression from both sides. Gets the counter in. All right, what's coming up next? Shoots off a fireball up close. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow? Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Life lead opens up, reads their mind, and texts the throw. So they break forward to press the field. Nice counter.
Nice.
Going in. Play it. Oh, burn up. Hey, oh.
Okay.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Charges in with bare knuckle. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Fires a power wave. Just goes for it.
Sorry.
Still scrapping for control of the space. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Raises with power wave. Can they create an opportunity for the throw? Is denied. A quick breather. Burnout activates. Player 2 is going to carry a fireball at that range.
Okay.
Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!
See you someday.
Here comes a new challenger.
らしい I'm not good at らしい
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Okay, let's go, fat guy.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Pops for the club.
No.
What are they thinking here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? Grabs them. They're spacing. Scores a counter hit with an OD mix-up. Going in. To come from the brink like that. What a comeback. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Lays down a whirlwind. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Throw leaves them wide open. Decides to meet them in the air. Denied! Drive time! Drive rush to keep it going. Burnout activates. Fires a power wave. Grabbing it out, up, go, throws them. And whip, they're wide open. Are we gonna see a comeback? Oh, putting the cherry on top. Excellent read. Player 2 is in a very good spot.
No.
This unleashes some big damage. Player 2, the throw is denied. Starts with whirlwind. Hits the drive. Power win. In attack range. Punish counter. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
It's so far. Come on, okay.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Fires a power wave. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Alright. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Got their eye on the air. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Takes a trip. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense.
No.
Holding on to that corner advantage. They take some time to back off and regroup. Who's going to strike first? Player 2 needs the counterattack connect. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Fires off a whirlwind. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Super on deck for both fighters. Springs forward with the drive rush. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Whirlwind shot! Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Or are we gonna see a comeback here?
No.
Both fighters planning something? In there!
Okay.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Overhead. Oh, there crowns him from above. Connects with the throw. And eats it. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Both sides getting ready. Player 2. Head burns out. Starts with whirlwind. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. What's next? Looking for a hole. All the throw connects. He stars out. She's gonna start feeling it. A real test of nerve. Get educated with the counter. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, pop that.
Thanks. See you someday. Difficult combo. Mai-chan.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
O.P.P.A.I. O.P.P.A.I.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Player 1 has the life lead. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Alright, what's coming up next? Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use.
No.
takes a drift. Snipes them out the air. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Goes to the overdrive. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble? Manages to block. Just goes for it at this range. Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. They return to center stage. Big throws. Going in. Player 2 knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Quick breather. Big drive gauge difference here with little life. Hits the drive. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Can this drive bring them back? What are they gonna do? There's a burnout. What a finish! Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Looks to drop him to earth. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Definitely shuts up the jump in. Trips him up. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Blocks the jump in.
Bad idea.
The throw ends the round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Blocks the low heavy. Goes to the overdrive. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Fires a power wave! The jump in is a smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 will look to experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dive hits him with a stop and pop. Raises with burnout activates. Jumps. Throw is denied. What a read. Checks with a medium kick. In there. Player 1 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch.
Thanks.
Here comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quest done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the throw. Strikes back with the drive impact. Not much damage done so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Decides to pump. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Next up, goes for the drive rush there. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Grabs them. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their KO?
What?
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? There's an overdrive on. Fires a power wave. Coming, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Faces with power wave. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 has an empty drive experiencing burnout. Both sides in burnout. Drops them from the air. Connects with the throw.
Oh no!
Power away! Pokes with a medium kick. What are they gonna do? What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
One more. Final round. Fight.
Opens with the low kick hit. Who will come out on top in this final round? Brushes that off and keeps going. All the throw connects. Let's loose the power weight. The throw is denied. Oh, he uses their drive gauge. This is gonna hurt. Getting it all on the drive run. Dangerous range here. Coming hard.
Oh,
Both sides getting ready. Low heavy. Power weight. Chisels him down. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rebound. Crowns them from above. Fires a power wave. Jump. Goes for the drive rush there. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout.
No,
What are they thinking here?
no.
Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the endgame FKO.
High power.
Player 1
It's
takes the
a
round like a thief in the
Yeah,
night.
he's
What else can they
almost
get away with?
diamond. Platinum. Platinum 5.
Immediate jump there. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use experiencing burnout? Player 1 has seen to Hadouken. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Jumps. What's the next move? Charges forward. Fires a power wave. Jumps in. Raises with power wave. Throws a fireball. Are they going to be able to come back and stack crowns them from above? Getting it all on the drive rush. Goes to the air.
Oh no! Fuck!
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Yeah.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws out a projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Good anti-air. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Neither of them willing to back off here. The jump in is denied. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They're low on both life and drive.
Okay.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets a risky buff in. Burns the drive gauge. Decides to meet them in the air. Springs forward with the drive rush. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Scrapping it out up close. Knockdown and drive gauge is looking bad. What drive runs to keep it going?
Okay.
Wolf from downtown is on the hunt and ready to show his face. The man's about to show everyone who runs this town. Player 1 can't and whip. They're wide open.
No!
Combo finishes it. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter
I
has
have
them
to
to
get
grind
to
out
me.
the win? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Knocks them out of the air. Impact squashed. Jumps in. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with drop stuff. Escapes the corner. What are they gonna do? Let's loose them. Drops them hard. It drops that off. gauge advantage. Stuff him. Dangerous range hit, gut punch, shreds him. Player 1 is in burnout state. Knocks him out of the air. Noticeable life lead is a comeback scope. The throw is denied. The jump in is explosive and
Okay.
out. 2 delivers the
Yeah, I got the 2 and 1
1
though. Yeah. Thanks someday.
Here comes a new challenger.
Recently, Terry's
And they've
getting
gone for the
popular
same
and popular.
character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Gets the counter in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Who's gonna make a move? Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Get right in there. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The fighters are scrambling to figure out how to gain some meter here. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Decides to meet them in the air. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find open. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with a smart step.
I can get to me just
the
the
round like a
nuts.
thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Fires a power wave. Player 2 chases them down. Raises with power wave. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. Checks with a medium kick. The dome. From upstairs. Manages to block the jump in attack. They were right to be on
No.
Gets the combo. Oh, they're in the corner now. Connects with the throw. Most vital parry. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump. Burnout. Player 1 can't use it. Oh, putting it
Oh, he's perfect.
Gets him down with the super. Now that's how you take the round. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 survives that tense mirror match.
Nice fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
Zangief.
It's time
It's
to see
a
what both
tough
fighters
target
have in store for us today.
Show me everything you have.
Chinese
Time
Zangief.
for a beatdown.
I couldn't see his name.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets the counter in. The impact gets blocked. Goes for the command.
Ooh.
On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive they have. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big, low, reaching heavy. Reads them.
No, I missed that
Looking
off.
to plant him with a pile driver. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Pokes with a medium kick. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw
No!
super.
He's
Too
a
much.
good player. So he's waiting on my jumping.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 has a slight life lead. Fires a power wave. Their will to win is really big. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Sneaks in above. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. So, what's next? Raises with power wave. Player 2 is dominating this match. Nice double lariat. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Let's loose the power wave. Target locked and
Ooh, he's good player.
life lead is there, but still anyone's game. This is what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
One more.
Hit botan.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Start things. This can lead to some big damage. Knocked him out of the air. Player 2, cross that off. Great headbutt. With super arts into play, it's really any drops them from the air. That's rattle.
精米芸リン
They're
ク
in range. We gonna see a jump in, adapt big time whip. Gotta do better than that. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with Burn throws them. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Player 1 hits the drive.
No.
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Nice RPG boy.
Does not leave anything to chance with that
How is
super
today's
punish.
Game Boy Live? I didn't know real Game
I've seen
Boy
a lot of
Live.
fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Low heavy. Jumps.
No,
And
fuck.
now experiencing burnout. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 1
Oh,
has
no,
used up all
no,
of their
no.
drive gauge. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout.
バイナリーボットが HP4 ストロングインマイネクラフトネク
Getting
ポ
into
ッ
the end game now.
Oh.
It's getting tense. The impact doesn't do anything. Goes for the low risk air to air. Player 2
ト
picks
アン
up
ド
the
ガール
always
フレンド
important
ザ
first
スト
round.
イズネバー
Let's
ハ
keep
ケ
the
ニン
ball
グ
rolling.
Oh, what? You're going to friend find
They've
it.
both
You are a Game
a
Boy.
little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Yo, put that away. Raises with power wave. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown and
Oh,
breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Charges forward. Player 1 will need to play conservative until their drive recovers. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Power wave! Noticeable life KO!
okay.
Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me.
What is it?
Right back
HD4?
into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes to the overdrive. He had the radar up and running.
なあ9 days なごアイタ
Has
ン
a
ドイン
slight
ト
life
ビ
lead
ス
that
シ
they
ャル
may sit on. Oh, whiffs the grab. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach.
What?
Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 chases them down. Heading into the end. Player 1 picks up the
ローザ
always
ゲーム
important
サウンド
Oh,
ゼ
no.
ナイウィルビーアブルフーヒャーワイ
You are real bisection.
goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Jump heats it up with a combo into super. Goes for the jackhammer off the cyclone lariat. Prioritizing the side switch over damage. Raises with power wave. Risky up close scrap still going. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Hopes with a medium kick. Quick breather. Fires a power wave. How will they manage their drive gauge? Experiencing burnout.
No.
Down and pack your bags.
Oh, fuck.
Siberia. Handing big time whip. Let's lose the power whip. Drops them hard. Player 1 and he tried closing.
Oh no!
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Oh. Yeah, I have to
They're
adjust
still
the...
hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hopes with a medium kick. The command grab doesn't make it. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Knockdown. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Goes for the firework. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing.
Oh,
Does a
no.
good job of pushing back. In a dire situation, they can't afford any. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Recovers from burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 1 with the first strike. But he can't get complacent. Goes for the jump in to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The dome. Player 2 has a slight.
I have a challenge for you.
Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink, brushes that off and keeps going? Jump uses the gauge for a super. Big clothesline to knock him down. Ooh, yeah, kick in the gut. Setting them up for the Storm Buster. Big time flip. Noticeable life lead is a comeback.
Do you play this game? Street Fighter 6.
Kill, no doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. One more.
Fight round. Fight.
Start solid anti-air. Final round. Pack your bags.
Welcome stream in the Chewy play from G.
Doesn't work. Uses their drive gauge. They can snare.
Ooh, what the?
Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Oh man, this is a scary ring. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 1 drops him hard. A real burnout. Did they mean to do that? Anti-air in the clutch. Connects with the throw. They can't get hit here. What are they gonna do? Chisels them down.
Okay.
Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them
God of
stronger.
War. I don't know that game, God of
They're
War.
still at it. No one's willing to step away from a rematch. Hope with a medium kick. Double lariat.
Nah.
Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Pressuring the situation with the charge-in. Good job blocking the jump.
Wait, let me tell you, it's Japanese title.
KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
God of War, okay. I start to eat later.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon.
No!
Medium kick hits. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Fires a power wave. Gets scooped from down low. Brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activates.
This is your last try. Let's go.
Oh wow, look at Song coming and going.
Oh, what the?
Oh, they got
She's very good player.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight.
Target combo into, tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Goes to the air.
Okay.
Nailed it. Drops him from the air. Curls him from above. Power away. Nothing stops this train. Good decision with that throw. Oh, here we go. Adds a bit of OD spice. That's gonna leave him rattled. A real test of nerves here. Pack your bag.
No, what the fuck?
Going to Siberia. Ugh, take a seat. Switch sides. Let's look big time whip. What are they gonna do? No way.
No.
Ooh, crushes the chin. The shot goes off.
Hatsuna.
Tier 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while.
Is it the Japanese
Really took it down to the
title?
wire.
Anyway, such. Yeah, that is also God of War in Japan. But so, basically, I wanted to play esports game, so PUBG or Street Fighter or WILDRIFT and so on.
Another fight is coming your
Goki.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Gets a chance with that jump. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Definitely saw that counter coming.
No.
The combo's there. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Knockdown. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Checks them with the projectile. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Life lead opens up. One chance here may end intercept. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Charges in with bare knuckles. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Demon Blade! Medium kick! Nice counter! Going in? The low kick hits! Oh, burnout triggered! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 1 has depleted their drive gear, but they are still within range to win this round. Oh, they no! Great up the line now?
Oh no!
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Flatline zone. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Immediate jumping. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Throws him. What's next? Starts off zoning with fireball. Player 2 has the life advantage. Knockdown. Throw hits. Now the fun begins.
No fuck.
Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a trip. Impact's a no-go. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 chases saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Fires a power wave! The jump in catches them. 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? What'll happen here? Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Experiencing burnout. They return to center stage. Akuma's going in. Knockout and... Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Breaks it! A fireball is that it? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
And so... Let's go, Manemon. Battle Cup.
Wanna give it a go? Leave it to me. Go get him.
Yummy. It's cute, yes.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Come on, get ready.
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Checks with the projectile. Definitely shuts out the jump-in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 has the life lead. Plenty of space between the two fighters. Who will decide to close the gap? The super armor does its job. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Heading into the end game now.
What?
It's getting tense. Throws up to negate the block. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want
Is
to
it
keep the
really
pressure on.
good? It's very strong, I see.
Hits the drive. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Jumps in.
No.
Still very early in the round. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Fires a power wave! So, going on the offensive, player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive.
No.
Both fighters planning something? To throw whips! Flatlines in! Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
So, how was the V-Rival?
Yep.
You can fight against the V-Rival. You wanna practice something specific? We can
Yep.
do that. You just wanna zone out and have fun? We can do that too. Just come on over and I'll get you started.
I want to continue, so... Yeah, let's go.
Go get him!
Manon.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Get ready.
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a chance with that jump in. Throw whips. opts for the throw. All right. Still slugging it out here.
No.
Projectile to try and change the situation. Combo with the target combo. Holds out with a block. Keeps them guessing with that feint. Heading into the end, experiencing burnout. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. In there!
Ooh, what long
Player
range.
2 takes the round like a thief in the
Yeah,
night.
he looks
What else
that
can they
bad.
get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. There's a change of sides. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach just goes for it at this range. Medium kick hits. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Reads the jump in perfectly. O.P.P.A.I. Super art to show what he can do for you. Wants to close it out in style,
What?
but
I wasn't off.
couldn't finish them off. Can they still take the round? Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Pokes with a kick. Oh, away! They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Both of them want to pull the trigger so badly. Here comes what a finish! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Below heavy hits. Squeezes the gauge. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Stop the attack by using a drive kick. Both fighters are barely alive. Nice managed Dore. Getting those throws. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Keeps them guessing with that thing. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh, the power they do. It's gonna turn out some big damage. Part ballet, part judo, and all style. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Quick breather. Crowns them from above. He hits the drive. Their spacing is so on point. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Full stop. Nice counter. They got set up with the jump in. Medium kick. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Fires a power wave. Throws them to negate the block. Goes to the overdrive. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. An aggressive attack. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Knockdown. Combo with the target combo. Holds out with the block. Reads them. Knockdown. Medium kick hit. Transverse. The hit can KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Raises with power wave. Parries the attack. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? safely increases their throw level. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. What'll happen? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Fires a power wave! Quick breather. This may turn into a big chance. Not much life left, but opts for the critical art.
What?
Let me get my dictionary for this one. Did you go get a durian? Remember that! Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Star, city, population, flatline zone. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Isn't it absolutely very? I had some. AI is the level's average.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. Decides to go in with the target combo. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Gets the knockdown, and now next hit will end the round. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They return to center stage. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Raises with power wave. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. This is the perfect range to reach out and hits them with a stop and block. Manes Guare for the long game return. Manages to block the jump in attack. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Fires a power wave. Quick breather. Sneaks it up. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? The low. Just go for it. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Oh, we're not done yet. Looks like they're both warmed up. Goes for the jumping. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Starts with a jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? All right. Still slugging it out here. Anticipates the overhead. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Takes a trip.
Nah, fuck.
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. That drive impact is blocked. Okay, creating some space here. Anything could happen here. Fires a power wave. Goes in with the arabesque. Taking stock.
Nah.
Hanging on for dear life. Raises with power wave. KO.
No.
Player 2
Don't
picks up the
do
always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
There's an overdrive art. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 can build off this lead. Fires a power wave. From low heavy to... Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Big opportunity coming. No! This will break them! Just goes for it at this range. Goes for it block. Manos level 2 super. Big drive gap now. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Uses their drive gauge. Hugs nothing but air. Power wave. Medium kick into the low block. Not knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Player 1 can't use drive anymore. Let's lose the power weight and whiffs. They're wide open. Spins it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Makes smart use of the game. Good super. A fireball at that range.
Terry.
Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Fight time!
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Come on, get ready. Hope you're ready. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Blocks the jump in. Goes for an overhead. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Takes a trip. They are not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Taking stock. Anything could happen here. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take. Uses the gauge for a super art. Sonic Hurricane. Great coverage. Solid choice. Yo, with the pay. Oh. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Uses their drive gauge. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Holds out with the block. From up above. Fires a power wave. Big throws. Both fighters planning something. Medium kick hits. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Oh, they were looking for that overhead. Oh, the throw connects. Can this drive bring them back? Medium kick. Oh, burnout triggered. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could drive rush to keep it going. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Starts with a jump in. Goes for the low kick. Starts off zoning with fireball. Definitely shows up the jump. Takes a trip. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Overhead. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. All right, what's intercepts? Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Raises with power wave. Throws out a projectile. Fires a power wave. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Looking for a chance. Oh, could be the start of something. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Nice spinning back hits them with a stop and pop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Knockdown and springs forward with the drive rush. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Amazing! Let's loose a boom! Oh, get fired though! Player 1 can't use any drive loop. Sees the overhead coming. The next touch may decide this round. Power wave! The jump in is denied. What a finish! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. I'm tired, so Street Fighter makes me very tired. Yeah, can I end this stream? Anyway, thank you for coming to this channel. I end this stream. See you next. だね。Now I'm using controller and keyboard. だね。
またね。
ありがとう。Dhanyawad. Illuminate. Have a nice day. Have a nice dream.